Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I've been a little busy doing other things. So hey, I thought I'd do a quick video today on pork spare ribs. And they were on sale yesterday. I think I got this 1162 for this rack. So not bad. Anyways, we're going to get these things trimmed up. We're going to season them with a little Kosmos Dirty Bird, I believe is what I have. And then we're going to try some different glazes and barbecue sauce. So just trying a couple different things today. And I'm going to be doing this on that pellet grill. So I'll show you one of the dilemmas that I've been dealing with here lately is I sold my Shirley fabrication smoker. It's a little bit too big for what I was using it for. It's a 24 by 65 elevated straight back cabinet model with a hip roof. I think it came with all the bells and whistles, insulated firebox, reverse sear in the firebox. It had sausage hangers. It had, like I said, it had everything. But whenever I'd put, pork butts on there, even for a small cook, I had a lot of real estate left in there that I was not using. So common sense told me that, hey, I need to get a different, smaller family cooker. So if any of you guys are subscribe to Facebook or whatever in the Shirley Fabrication fan page, you can see some of the questions that I've been asking on there for smaller cookers and what to get. And I hope this to be my last cooker that I'll buy. That's an offset like this for just because of the cost. That and just want something that we can start passing down or have for the kids if they decide to keep that up whenever I get too old to do this kind of stuff. So anyways, I know the Shirleys by far, it's a long wait. I believe Tyler, whenever I sent my deposit in, Tyler emailed me back and said it was a 32-month wait, that he would try to get it in less than 24 months, but I'm not holding my breath. I know the craze has caught on. People see the quality and the craftsmanship that goes into these cookers, and for me, it's worth the 2-year wait or more. But I'm going to be jonesing for that offset stick burner whenever it in that waiting process or whatever. But in the meantime, hopefully that'll be plenty of time for me to do some videos for that pellet grill. And it has its place. It does a fine job, but there is nothing like the flavor profile that you get with that stick burner. Nothing in the world. But anyways, I will do plenty of smaller videos with that little cooker, and we'll just play around with that. And but anyways, I'm going to get on to trimming up and seasoning up these spare ribs, and I'm hopefully going to get you a good angle so you can see what I'm doing. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and get these started now. First thing that I always try to do whenever I'm opening it up is whenever I'm cutting open a package, I'm cutting with the side that I don't want with presentation, that side facing up. So in other words, if I nick the meat or something like that, it's not going to really show. So what I've done is, in this case, with these ribs, these spare ribs, is I'm bone side up whenever I open the package. So then we're just going to take some paper towels and some napkins and just wipe down all the excess drippings, get all that off. So today I'm just doing one rack. It's just me and my wife and my youngest daughter tonight for dinner. So this will be plenty, and really this is just meant to be a practice cook, really, for some flavor, just to see what kind of flavoring I get from these different rubs and these glazes and this barbecue sauce. So I think you guys know, or you may know, the name Kosmos Q. He does a lot of barbecue rubs and glazes, and I've tried them so far, and I really like them, and that hurts my pride, because before I was using my own rub that I made here at home, and I did a little taste challenge over the summer before I did a rib cook-off, and really my rub scored fairly well with the people that I did the blind testing with. I think it was actually second place, but by far I like the flavor profile that I get from this. There's two different rubs that I've tried so far that I like. It's Dirty Bird, and I believe it's Honey Bird. I'll pull them out here in a minute, and you'll be able to see them. But anyways, you can check them out. I get nothing for advertising for Kosmos, but you can check out their website and order all this stuff either on Amazon or go directly to his website, and he'll ship them to you. So you can see right here, you've got this kind of meat flap here. You know, for like this cook, I don't have to get rid of it, but I want him to try to cook fairly evenly. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm still going to try to pull that membrane off like I would in a competition cook. So now I got that off, all I'm doing is looking for loose pieces of meat and trying to get that trimmed off. There's a lot of excess fat on the backside here as well that I'm trying to get rid of. So any types of, like you see here, pieces of meat that are just, you know, on the edges, they're gonna burn up. So I always cut them off. And on this end, I'm also gonna cut that off. You can see, let me hold this up. There you go. So you can see like this end, I'm just gonna trim this up square, and then hopefully it'll help with everything cooking evenly. I know some people out there may be going, oh, that's a good chunk of meat, but you can go ahead and save it whenever you do it. But for this cook, I'm going to get rid of it. Now all these big pieces of fat, I'm just going to trim off. I think just for tonight's cook, I think that's good enough. And this is what we come up with whenever I'm done trimming. I got a little excess fat up in here, but I'll get that here in a minute. But all right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to pull off this membrane. I usually don't have any issue pulling that membrane off. But of course, while I'm video recording, today will be the day that I have the issue. Usually I use a butter knife. I don't have one out, but I'm just going to try to pull up that membrane a little bit around the second or third rib. There we go. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and lift up on that membrane if I can get the paper towel off here. There we go. That came off pretty nice. No issues there. So what I'm going to do now is just I'm going to go back through for little pieces of fat that I see and get those trimmed off. There's a big, I believe this is part of the sternum to the rib that runs right along here. I would want to cut that off, but there's a good chunk of meat on the other side of that for today's cook. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to trim the edges up just for presentation, make it look a little nicer. All right, I think I'm going to leave well enough alone there. Now I'm going to get out my rub here. Here's a couple of the glazes that I was telling you about. Here's that barbecue sauce. Now what I have here is I tried some different barbecue sauces. And I just took that rub and put it in these barbecue sauce jars just for a little shaker bottle. And this, I stole this one from Malcolm Reed on his channel. He talked about this, but you take a Parmesan cheese lid, and it'll fit on any type of mason jar. So it fits nicely on these little jars here. So I just got the rub in there. So using that as a nice little decorative shaker jar there. The other one that I'm using is this I made up. This is salt, pepper, garlic, and celery seed. The celery seed helps with your smoke ring. I don't get much flavor out of that. I'm sure it's in there, but I don't think there's enough of it in there just to get the flavor. But mostly, you can see here, it's salt, pepper, garlic, and you can see the mixture there. But I'll use this as my base layer, and then I'll come back through with my barbecue rub here and put that on top. Once I've smoked the ribs for about 3 hours, I think I'm going to use today this peach jalapeno. Yeah, peach jalapeno, and then I'm going to finish them off with this peach habanero barbecue sauce. So the difference in the glaze, as you can see here, you know, it's a little lighter. I'm going to glaze the ribs with this and then wrap the ribs with some butter as well with this. Or, I don't know, I just choose just to do the glaze with it. And then I'll smoke those for an hour, hour and a half. We'll see how we're doing with probe tenderness then. Then I'll come in with Kosmos Peach Habanero barbecue sauce here. So once I get these on the cooker, yeah, I'll give you a good shot of it. But let's put some base layer on these ribs. I guess I probably need to move some stuff out of the way so you can see. So I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube about starting off how to do video production and the tools and stuff to use. And man, I'll tell you what, you can dump some money real quick into that stuff. And I don't know, I'm just not ready to do that right now. So right now I'm filming with my iPhone. It's wedged up on, on a cake stand right now on my island, and it's working good. So I hope it's not too distracting for you guys, and I hope it's working out well. I did on one of my videos, I don't know, it's been about a week or two ago, I had a person leaving some nasty comments. And you know, my thing is, I'm doing this for fun, just showing people some different techniques on how to do some different styles of barbecue. And all I have to say is, man, if you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch the video. Just get off of it and move on. I mean, we got better things in life to look at than to be negative all the time towards things. So if you don't like what I'm doing, just don't subscribe to the channel and don't watch the videos. But I have got a lot of positive feedback, which I appreciate. And I just like I said, I hope most people are enjoying what I'm putting out there, though. So it's a lot of fun for me. I enjoy doing it. It's peace of mind, and I just, you know, I don't need the negativity, I guess, or the drama. So anyways, flip these ribs over. We're going to do the front side here with this base layer, salt, pepper, garlic, celery seed. That's in this one. And then my barbecue rub layer. You know, a lot of people too, I have no problem telling people how, you know, I do my ribs. I know some people are real weird about what you tell people and how you do things. Hey, listen, you know, I've been having a lot of fun and spent several years getting to where I'm at right now. So, and it's been fun working to this point, and I have no problem sharing my techniques and what I'm using, different products that I'm using. And if I don't like a particular rub that I've tried, I will not give negative comments about it. You know, I just really won't even mention it. But I do try a lot of different barbecue rubs, and I just started to try the different sauces just to see, you know, how they compare with what I was putting out there. So anyways, that's when I found the Kosmos, and I really like that honey killer bee rub. I mean, it's really good. I really enjoy that rub. It's got a great flavor profile for me, and apparently a lot of people do as well, and they do fairly well with competitions with it. So anyways, there's a little shout out for Kosmos Q. So go check them out if you want to try their different rubs. But these two jars, again, like I told you, they were barbecue sauce jars. They were Blues Hog original barbecue, and then this one was the Tennessee Red barbecue sauce. But again, they make great shakers. So, well, guys, that's what I have for you right now. I'm gonna let these the rubs set in. I'm gonna go out in the garage and get the little pellet grill set up. So whenever I get that out and going, I'll bring you back out with me. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, back with you, and here's the Shirley smoker that's going to be leaving this evening. I believe Legendary Transport is coming to pick it up, and he should be here sometime this evening. Load up on his trailer for its new home in Savannah, Georgia. So it's a shame too, because I just got a fresh load of wood. That's all hickory there. But anyways, we'll figure something out. But just one last look at this Shirley grill cooker. There's the warming chamber, but you could also direct cook either over coals there or seal. There's a chamber at the bottom that will open up and allow you to direct sear from the firebox, or you can put charcoal on the ash pan and have your elevated sear plate here. There's your baffle block that will go in, block off the main cooking chamber. So anyways, good versatile cooker right here. Like I said, I hate to see it go, but it's the right thing for right now with the amount of cooking that I'm doing. Here's a good view of it from back a little ways. So it's a tell true 5-inch dials, gauges, so stainless shelf and backsplash. I put this Bulldog jack on there with wheels just so I can move it around here in the garage, because I'm telling you, I don't know what this cooker weighs. I'm guessing 1,400 pounds, because as big it is. But anyways, it's a lot for me to move around, so that's why I put that Bulldog jack on there. Anyways, there's one last look here. I got the logo off the other day. I believe the new owner is just having a Shirley Fabrication sign. He's going to put on the back side there to cover up those rivets where the old sign was riveted. The old sign's probably going to go on the new cooker. I'll ship it down there once we get that close and have them mount that on the new cooker. But until then, just going to take rest there. So here's the hold off the laughter for a while. Here's the grill I'm going to be using for the next 2 years until I get my new one made. But I tell you, in all fairness, you guys can see some of the videos that I've put out, but tailgating and what have you here, this has been a great little grill, little smoker. I did a brisket at the firehouse one day. It turned out well. I mean, it had a nice smoke ring on it. A little hopper. I think that's only a oh man, I don't want to say and be wrong. I think of a 10-pound hopper, I believe, 8 to 10-pound hopper, but I can't remember for sure. But all right, guys, let me get this thing fired up, and we'll see how those ribs are tacking up, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, back here with you. Here we go. Got it on the smoker. Put that biggest, fattest end up towards that fire. So, anyways, it's right now about 12:28. So we'll bring you back when it's time to wrap these. We'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, we're back out here. We're about an hour and a half into the cook. Just wanted to take a look. Maybe spritz them down a little bit. Looks like our rub is that's coming up pretty good, so we can add a little moisture. Going pretty good with the pellets. I guess I didn't go over whenever I first started this up what the cook was set on. Obviously my temperature dropped here, but I had it set on 250. And that seems to get me anywhere from 235 to, you know, around the 250 range for temp, and I think that's what's good. I usually cook my ribs at 275, but I had a little extra time today, so I wanted to do the 250 range. So we'll come back when it's time to glaze these. We'll see in a bit. All right, guys, I got the spare ribs off the smoker, and we're gonna glaze these things now. I talked about putting butter on them earlier. I don't think I'm gonna do butter. I'm just gonna try and see what this, how these ribs do with just the glaze. And again, this is peach habanero. So we're gonna put a little base coat of this down. Spread that around a little bit. Just so all of that meat touches the glaze there. It sinks in good. You can really smell that habanero. We'll see how sweet they are. I don't know. I just figure with the peach flavoring, they'd be a little sweet, but I'm really not getting any smell of peach. All I smell is really the pepper coming off of there. So. Get some here on the back side. All right, now I'm gonna flip them over. We're gonna do the other side. So with these spare ribs, that's a lot of glaze that we've just used. A whole bottle of that. I forget. I want to say this is kind of expensive. It's, I think, $9.99 for a bottle. I can double check here in a minute on the website, but yeah, it's not cheap. But for, again, typically I'm using this stuff just for, whenever I do little rib competitions and stuff like that. I enjoyed the flavor of it, but really what I'm going to be focusing on mostly is that peach habanero barbecue sauce. But I want to try that with this flavoring, just see if it's overwhelming with the peach or if it's too sweet, too hot. Not quite sure here yet, but really coat these down well. The last thing I want to do is I want to, excuse my back here, I want to hit this with a little more rub. So we've got that Honeybird Kosmos Q's rub, and I'm just going to put a little bit more on here. Just give that a little, make sure that we can taste that rub whenever it's cooking and steaming in. This is obviously we're trying to steam, so I'm gonna take a little moisture here too and put on the top here just to give those ribs plenty of moisture to be able to get steamed. Get every little bit of that I can in there. All right, I'm gonna bring the camera around and give you guys a little top angle, so excuse my hand there. That's a pretty good, and they look pretty good just like that. So, there we go. All right, with that, I'm gonna get these wrapped up and back on the smoker. We'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, we're back. Let's put some of this peach habanero barbecue sauce on. Get good pullback of the bone here off the ribs. We had some little short ribs come out there from the spare rib from where the butcher cut them. So first describing this sauce, it looks like a thin sauce. So we'll get it all spread around here on the bottom side first. Get my brush here. So yeah, this looks like pretty good barbecue sauce. I'd say more of a glaze in there too, the way that it looks. It definitely smells really, really good. All right, let's see if I can flip these over without making a huge mess. There we go. Got a little tear there. That's all right. All right, if my camera person wants to come in a little closer here, I can get a close up here of the meat here. So that sauce, I would say, is thin, way thin, as you can see here. So, which I like, because I think it'll set really well. Some of these real thick sauces have so much molasses and stuff in them that they just burn. So I think what I'm gonna do now is go out there and set this sauce here and come back here in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. We got the sauce set, and I think they're a pretty good looking set of spare ribs. I think for competition, just looking at them, they're a little dark, but I mean, there's decent pullback of the bone here. The sauce is set pretty good. I like that thinner sauce. And really, I probably have a little bit too much still on there for, you know, a turn-in rib. But anyways, I'm gonna slice these up on the cutting board and show you one of the ribs cut up. And then we'll wrap up this video. We'll be back in a minute with you. It's not bad. Got a nice smoke ring to it. Good color. Flip another one over here for you. Oops. And granted, these are long spare ribs, so. Well, guys, I would definitely say I'm definitely gonna give it the taste test. I can't wait. That sauce is it. So hey, A+ for that Kosmos peach habanero. Worked well. It's got sweet on the front end, and then as it's going down, you got a little heat to the backside. But real good. I think they turned out really well. I think they're good and tender. Like I said, they're a little dark, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the cook. Again, guys, if there's something you want to see us do, let us know. I gave you the story on the front end about the Shirley smoker, so let's do all kinds of stuff with this little pellet grill until we get another stick burner in here. Till the next one, guys, we'll see you later.